If you take scissors or precise enough fingers to a dictionary and remove from it each of its words without meaning, one by one, and place them into a hat to be pulled one by one to form phrases, you would still be left with words and, one by one, their meanings. You would still be left with the dictionary. Its publisher and year would still be present in the words, its history, its logic, its politics, its choice. Choice, in fact, is present in the rest. History, logic, politics, these are just synonyms for choice. It is the choice embedded in the metabolism of all human institutions which must be gutted so that the responsible can be liberated from their errors. This is precisely the function of truth, of justice, of objectivity, reality, obligation, God, morality, markets, fact. From these metaphysical notions derive all logics of conscription. Logic insists the solution to its premises is indisputable by its own stated terms. What choice do its benefactors have but to impose its results? If its results follow regardless from the existence of power, then what is power to do but absolve its existence of choice? Choice is thus coated with the skin of whatever magical thinking happens to dominate the day. This magical thinking is never called magic, but logic or rationality or justice or tradition or nature or God or any other kind of specter, which must by virtue of existing in our world wear a particular coat, lest we fail to see it, but is underneath its particular coat still always a ghost. Yet this observation may betray the wider point. Even if all power was called magic, even if we found ourselves thrown beneath the dictates of a regime of magic, the magic would still appeal in its self-justification to something other than the choice of the mage. Or, if it must appeal to the choice of the mage is still made the one in charge of choosing for reasons other than choice. Superiority, heritage, birthright, trial. Endless are the rituals of our mutual abnegation. Justifications are excuses for being. The connotations of arbitrary tell us how we feel about choice, even as choice is helplessly present in the condition of our being. Helplessly present and we forsake it. Helplessly present and we forsake it precisely because it is we who are helpless. This is but one of the many inhumanities in our stomach. But I claim in my being, and out loud now to you if you will hear me, to love humanity is to love choice. It is to celebrate what humans have come to through shared choice, regardless of their chosen logic. It is to abolish what today has been arrived at by choice imposed, yet dressed as reason, or what is dreamt of by choice imagined, yet dressed as justice. To love humanity is to place all logics of conscription under the service of choice. It is to recognize that even if there were a God in theory, in practice there is not. Thus, an atheist is not a theorist, but engaged very earnestly in the politics of the present. Theory is just a mask for the politics of the present. Theory is another kind of conscription. Beyond it, or behind it, or before it, or beneath it, there is only the dictionary, whose contents we have chosen to cut up and reassemble into a chemistry of meaning.